Do you have old people in your life? Yes, I do. I have my grandma, and yeah, that's about it.
Not really, because I have my grandma and granddad, but they live overseas in England, and my mum's parents also passed away and I didn't get to meet them.
I have my grandma, but I don't consider her old. She's very young at heart, and my other grandparents have passed away.
Yeah, so it's much different to Australia. So life expectancy is low, so people die in 72 years. They don't live much, like 90 or because of pollution and political, people often die, and I don't really get to know them that much. So I left my parents a long time. My grandparents, they come to Australia, but not so often. Yeah, and they get a lot of health problems. Most of them wish to come here, but some of them like the country. They're like, no, this is my country. I was born here. I have to stay here. It's their cultural background. They have rules and limits. They can't do more.
Yeah, I've got like my grandparents and my great uncle and aunties and stuff. I see them at family things, or I probably see my grandma maybe every 2 weeks or so. So pretty close.
I have my grandparents. I had my great grandmother, but she recently passed away. And at hockey, we have a couple of old, very wise people coaching us and mentoring us. So I volunteer at the club, and they do a lot there. So I consider them as part of my life.
So in Australia, every time I catch the bus to school, there's so many old people in there, around 80 to 70 to 90. And they're always having fun, they're always talking, they have their own social life. But whereas in my country, they're more parents and grandparents, it's more family wise. It's not like all the grandparents are together, everyone's together. Like, we often share the same meal every Friday, so everyone's there. We have picnic, we go to mountain, I miss mountains. We have a lot of activities. We try to keep up the social work in my country. But after we left, the family kind of broke up, and my mother's brother, he also left. So I kind of feel bad for my grandmother. She's kind of alone now.
I have my grandma who lives close to us, and then I have my granddad, and my grandma was with us last year, but she passed away with my granddad. But yeah, so they're just my grandparents, and then they have friends who then we also talk to, and my grandma always introduces me to her friends that she meets at clubs and stuff, so I always have them in my life as well.
Well, most of the old people in my life have passed away already. I've got my nana, that's probably about it. I mean, I see Amy's grandparents a lot, so that probably counts. Yeah, but I've got some older great aunties and things, but I don't really see them, because of family, there's too many of us. I don't really get to see them very often, so I'd say I don't really have many old people in my life.
Well, yeah, because we live at the Gold Coast now, we only see them, we go there once a year, unless they come up. We see perhaps 2-3 times a year.
I don't see them a lot. As they finish university, they have to go wherever was a job, And I come from Melbourne, and I got one daughter. She lives in here, and I come to live with her. But even they live all different states, they come to visit. Some depends, sometimes twice, just for a couple days.
Well, my wife died last year and I'm on my own, but my daughters are very good to me, and they are very busy during weekdays. So I go quite often every weekend either to one daughter or to the other daughter, or we get together in somebody's house and we have, general family feeling.